Hello, everyone. I am going live in my group, Intuitive Angel Messages, through Facebook. And today we're going to be talking about what belief systems are affecting your awakening process, and also taking your questions. And who I will be channeling today is Archangel Haniel. And I know that from the last course that I had taught, that Archangel Haniel was hanging out at my home a bit. So I'm curious to know why. So let's find out. Does anybody here know why a certain energy would hang out at your home? Why is that? That's a good question, isn't it? Why does, say, Archangel Gabriel hang out with one person, but say Archangel Michael hangs out with another person? Or why would one person be experiencing energies pestering them, but another person doesn't experience any such thing of energies around them or pestering them whatsoever? That's a great question, isn't it? So let's find out the answer to that. Because there is a reason and a purpose. It's not just, coincidence or just happening okay? So, I'm just looking down here to see the comments and see what you guys have answered. There we go. Yay. Yeah. You've called them in, or they are actively working with you. Yeah. But why would they choose you over someone else? Why is it that they would pick you and they would not pick someone else? It's a good question, isn't it? Okay. So one of the things that I've come to see during the many years now that I've been channeling spirit is our energy that we send out by way of our thought forms, our belief systems, right? The way we view things, the way we observe things, what we're talking about, our vibrational frequency is like a beacon of energy. We send it out. And depending on what energy is a vibrational match to your energy is what will come in. Also, there are reasons such as learning, opening, awakening. Some people might get pestered by spirit because they agreed to that, and that was a part of their awakening process in the beginning. It also might be a reason in that they are meant to clean up their vibrational frequency, maybe clean up their diet, clean up their intake of substances, and create more of a high vibrational frequency within them and within their lives. And therefore, they are no longer a vibrational match for that frequency. Yeah. Vibrational match. So it's interesting. I remember just why is it that Archangel Michael is here with me? Why is it that he's participating as a second spirit guide? Why is it that he's choosing to be with me in each lifetime? Does anybody remember why? Apparently because my soul asked him to. So that's another reason. So we sign up for contrast here, whether it's health issues or whether it's you're getting pestered by spirit. Some of us, we get a substance of choice, possibly alcohol, and we go to certain locations and we intake substances, and there's a low vibrational frequency just hanging out waiting. A lot of our inhibitions are lowered during these times, and then we're just a vibrational match with where we're hanging out. Yeah, Renata, absolutely. Prayers, asking, talking, writing something down. What's another way of asking? Prayers, asking. Does anybody know the third? We do it often. Many of us do it often. Complaining. So with you complaining, right? That's another way of Faith. Faith is jumping in because she's seen me say this during my courses. Complaining. So if you're complaining about something on a repeated basis, that's sending out an SOS. You're actually asking for help. So although chronic complaining, what does that do? Is it good for your frequency or not so good? So yeah, so complaining is the third way. And it was interesting because I never came to my mind. I never thought of that. It was my team telling me that. I was like, yeah, of course. Complaining. Right. And a lot of us do that. It's interesting because we'll go to church to pray, and then we go into the little confession area to complain. Back in the day, a lot of people would do that, right? So it's really interesting, the different ways of asking, or the different ways of sending out your beacon, your energy. So thought forms, when they are sent out, the angels will show that to me as white energy. They show it as like we are sending out a thought form. A thought form is energy. We send that out from ourselves. And I suppose it's what we call the law of attraction, right? What you send out, you attract back in. So it's really important as to what exactly do you want, and to be very precise as to what you want from your team, from the other side, from your higher self. All right. So let's just see what Archangel Haniel would like to relay. First of all, I'd like to know why she's hanging out in my home a lot. And then, of course, we'll move on from there. Okay, so let's see what she'd like to relay. She's very soft in frequency. She's coming in more feminine to me, and very gentle and soft. And the other thing I'm noting is I almost feel like she's free floating, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of florals with her. Floral, or as if I want to smell flowers and see flowers, which is interesting. Let me know in the comments if you guys have noticed that when you communicate with her as well, okay? She's saying this is the time and age on Earth where it is imperative that you focus inwards and become acutely aware of your own vibrational frequency moving forward. Because there's a few things she'd like to say about that. One is what you constantly resist persists. It is the law of attraction. That which you focus upon, you create more of. So if you want to turn things around and move in a more high vibrational direction, it's imperative that you become the still observer of what goes on in here. Okay. She says that we can tell what our own vibrational frequency is, roughly where it is, based on the people that we spend the most amount of time with, the locations. Okay, so your job, where you live. She's very very gentle, so I'm just asking her to turn it up, come in closer, get a little louder. You can ask them to do that, by the way. Okay. A lot of these things will determine roughly where your vibrational frequency is. Okay. And on an ongoing basis, are you predominantly feeling good, feeling happy, or otherwise? Because if it is otherwise, the boat's about to get rocked more so moving forward on Earth. And this time, more than any other, it is imperative moving forward on Earth to, she's talking about getting our head straight, getting our vibrational frequency more in alignment, or feeling better, feeling good. Irregardless of what is transpiring around you, it is imperative as to what your vibrational frequency is moving forward. And it's a two-pronged effect. One, you lift and raise in vibrational frequency, feeling better, feeling good, feeling happy, or happier, or more high vibrational. And the second is you impact and affect all those surrounding you, including the collective consciousness. So it's not just about you. Okay. She's thanking me, and then she's saying, thank you, dear ones. Okay. She wants to talk about when we believe in something. Some of the things that we believe in resonate with us. And some of the things that we believe in, we have been taught or programmed. So she wants us to move in the direction of seeing more, in the direction of, is this belief system, is this belief that I believe in alignment with who I am? Does it feel good? Do I feel light and relaxed? Or do I feel heavy and low vibrational when I am around these people, when I go to this location, when I'm being taught certain information, when information is being spoken to me? It is up to you to determine if that is a vibrational match or otherwise. If it is otherwise, I certainly recommend moving in a different direction and moving and coming back into alignment. She's just thanking us again. Okay. So a lot of the belief systems that we believe in concretely is based upon what we've been taught or programmed. Okay. But if it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel right, then let's move in a different direction. It's interesting because growing up, I would see a lot of people doing certain things, believing in certain things, but I would not go blindly, or if it didn't resonate with me, I wouldn't go in that direction. Even when the angels are teaching me something, if it doesn't feel right, if it's not in vibrational alignment within, I will question them. And then I'll have them basically pick it apart and explain it to me. And then once I get a broader perspective as to what they are sharing with me or showing me, then I move into alignment with it. Then I further understand. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, okay, so she's ready to ask questions. So I'm going to ask my first question while you're thinking about your specific question. If you're going to ask, oh, does she have a message for me? I'm probably going to bypass your question. I like more of a specific question that you would like an answer to. And my specific question is, why are you spending, so what I see with her is that she's here in my home and then she'll leave. and then she'll come, and then she'll leave. So she's not here like Archangel Michael is, who is here all the time. So I'm just wondering what she's up to. Okay, so she's talking about helping to soften the energy, keep things light and soft and airy during this, what she's calling a difficult time in my household, meaning the move that I just made. And it's not like I went and made a move. I just moved into a new location. There were several other factors involved. The time that I had to locate a new dwelling, okay? The fact that rent has doubled since the last time I moved, and that there is less than 1% availability on the market. And then if we go and we look at that less than 1% availability, and we narrow that down into the location that I was looking for, and the price point I was looking for was probably something like 0.4%. It was really, really, really low. But I trusted that they would help me locate my new home, but it was a pressure cooker. So during that time, she's been helping to keep things light and soft and energetically, she says light and soft. Yeah. She says moving forward that she won't be needed as much in my home. So whatever energy is hanging out in your home, there's a reason and a purpose for it, for the most part, other than I'm open and I don't have any boundaries and I just let any energy free flow into my home, and I'm becoming open and sensitive and I just let whatever energy communicate with me. Well, then I would say it's time for some boundaries, right? I've even had people explaining to me that they in the evenings they head out of their body and they're interacting with energies, and some of these experiences are very unusual, and they never really question exactly what this is or set up any parameters or any boundaries. That's a beautiful thing. In order to call in Archangel Michael at that time to come and live in your home is what I would recommend. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for her? Yeah, sometimes we just need that lightening and brightening, as Lindsay's saying, or softening of the frequency because it's really intense. I've been on this planet quite a while now. It's not like I'm a newbie here, okay? So when you look out and you're seeing things unfold on planet Earth that you've never seen unfold in your entire life, it's a bit unsettling, right? Even though Spirit is constantly telling you that things are going to work out, you're going to be taken care of, and you know that, but you're seeing things unfold that are, just interesting. Let's put it that way. There are places that are not open here because they don't have enough staff to keep the locations open every day of the week. So depending on where you're going, they might be open, they might not be open. People aren't answering the phone when you call certain locations. Why? Because they don't have enough staff to constantly man the store plus answer the phones. The gas prices are the highest that I've ever seen in my entire life. So there are certain things that I never thought that I would actually experience or see in my lifetime that I'm starting to experience and see. And so it makes you feel a bit uncertain about the future. However, that's why it's so imperative to tune in with Spirit and channel Spirit and to connect with Spirit, your higher self, okay? Your soul, your angels, your guardian angels, the archangels, whomever you feel in alignment with. It could be grandma, it could be grandpa, it could be your best friend that passed over not long ago, okay? So important to connect with these energies, to have conversations with them and get a broader perspective, because it's very easy to have tunnel vision, more tunnel vision on Earth, right? All right, so Avery is asking, you're having a hard time connecting during meditation. Any guidance that can be offered? It's about grounding your energy back into your body. That's what she's saying. So we can't go about our days being ungrounded, having fragmented thoughts and firing off in the head and racing around. I feel like you're over here, over there, over there, over here, getting things done. And it's just go, go, go. And then we sit down and we meditate for however many minutes and think that we're going to connect. So, okay, she's talking about an overhaul. So an overhaul, slow down, create more stillness in the mind, become the still observer of what you are housing within your mind. Ask your team to help ground your energy further. And when you are feeling more grounded in your vessel, then you can connect at any time, not just during meditation for a few minutes, okay? So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Faith is asking, how can I navigate this rest period? Are you getting irritated with it, huh? You don't want to rest anymore? You want to get up and get going? A lot of people tell me that. And then Spirit says, well, you can, but you better hustle, and it's going to be major stress for you. And you don't do so good with a lot of stress. And so they recommend us hanging back more and allowing for divine timing of the next steps being manifested before us. I'm being told to wait internally. Yep. I feel like a new... So rest time for Faith? Yes, it's a rest time. You'll be guided when it's time. And I feel like you'll be guided after this next seasonal of winter, Christmas. So it will be after that point. And they know that you don't want to hear that, because you're more rearing and ready to go, similar or like myself, they're saying, because it was like, come on, come on. But it's divine timing. There's a lot transpiring energetically, getting things prepared, getting you prepared and ready. Okay. Renata is asking, when weird times and a lot of stress and chaotic energy. Yeah. So you better stabilize your energy, ground your energy, ground your little butt to the earth every single day. Okay, Angelica, let's tune into the energy behind you and let's see what we both get. This is what we call remote viewing, by the way. What I'm doing. Do you have a large energy behind you? So your team's telling me yes. When I look behind you, I do see a large energy there. What color is the large energy, Angelica? If we have low vibrational people at work, then we will need to call in some bigger energies to come and help clear the energy at work. So we have Archangel Michael at work. We have Archangel Michael at home. And of course, then as you shift you're no longer a vibrational match for that energy at work and those people at work. So likely you're probably going to shift in a new direction. Or stick it out and be your own vibrational frequency and not be as much in contact with the low vibrational. But when you bring in the big guns, then the energy softens. People complain less. People's frequency rise. You're doing them a favor and they don't even know what you're doing. So when you bring Archangel Michael to come and live in your workspace, that's going to be a much different. And if you want to call in Haniel and you want to call in anybody else, because maybe you need a little extra, or ask Archangel Michael to bring in whomever he feels is needed. Okay, so Angelica, I'm just waiting for your answer on that one. All right. It's all of us going through a period of rest time, but knowing something bigger is coming, and your soul knows that too. And then you're picking up on what your soul is pretty much knows, right? So you're intuitive enough to know that something big's coming. But as Spirit has often said to me, it's also about divine timing too. Have you ever stepped off and you haven't gotten the best gut feeling about something, but you stepped off and you went and did it anyways? What did that end up feeling like? Oh, you didn't feel like maybe this isn't the best city to move to, or the best workplace to work at, but your mind convinces you, yeah, I'm going to go and do that. But your gut feeling, your heart tells you no. So what ends up happening? It doesn't feel very good, does it? And then you end up moving maybe back where you were, or you have to make changes because it doesn't feel in alignment. So let's look at it this way. You can sit back and have this rest period, okay, and go with the flow. Or you can resist it and try to make something happen when it's not the right time energetically. But if anything else is spelling out what that outcome is going to be, it's not going to be a good one. So you have no choice but to hang back and rest and relax. And take this as a time, as Spirit often says to me, take this as a time to catch up on sleep, to rest and relax while you can. Because there may be periods in the future where you won't be able to rest and relax as much as you are now, or hang back and just go with the flow as you are now. And you can't buck the current, because if you do, you're going to have to redirect it, because it's not going to feel in alignment. So you don't have any choice other than if you care about being in alignment, if you care about being at ease, if you care about divine timing and you care about doing things when they feel right, then this is the only option for you. Dizziness may come from increased vibrational frequency that's coming in, and lately it's been coming in one of the ways. I'm sure there's many. One of the ways are the solar flares that are firing off from the sun, and we seem to be having quite a bit of that. I wonder why. If you look at the Schumann, that's spiking. All right, so any message for Claire on that? There's increased energy surrounding you. You've asked them. You asked them. So you asked them, and now they're here. And now they're stepping it up because you asked them. And then now I'm getting a smile. So let me know in the comments, Claire. Increased energy surrounding us can create dizziness. So then you have to ask them to maybe step it back a bit so that you're not as dizzy. Or you can ask your angels to shield you from the incoming solar flare activity energetically in order to make things easier on you. All right, Angelica, So what color is the energy that's right up behind you? What color is it? What is it emanating? What type of light? And how big is it? It's pretty big. They weren't lying. All right. Okay, you see violet. When I'm here and I'm looking at it, it looks like a brilliant white light, and it looks really big, like really, really big. I'm going to go with what, 20 feet? Yeah, give or take 20 feet. Okay, that's big. Okay, so they're telling me, and you are going to see if this is resonating with you, okay? They're telling me that you've had what they call as a star being. So before incarnating into physical form, you decided to work with these angelic beings in order to get experience as a soul in the non-physical, learning and growing. Some souls participate and help out with other planets in varying different ways. And this angelic being has worked with you through many lifetimes, whether you're in a body or not in a body, okay? So if we want to say experiences or seeming realities, that's often what the angels will call it. So now you're in this seeming reality, and this angel, what do you want, I'm just going to let this angel go ahead and talk. Angelic being, yes. This, and I can tell energetically that this angelic being is very tied to you and watching over you, really focused in on you and helping you. You've had a series of experiences with this energy, and it just won't leave your side. It's just here helping you. So are you working in tandem with her guardian angels? Yes. I get yes repeatedly in my head. And I'm just going to see what else it's helping you with. You have a business helping others, and it's helping you help others. Let me know in the comments. I feel like it's just watching over you. It's here for you, and it's just very tied to you, like almost like a big sister or a mother, or that sensation of watching over, and I don't feel like I want to say the word protecting, but it's watching over you, and it ain't going anywhere. It's just permanently situated behind you, and that's where it will be for the rest of your life. So if you ever feel a sensation of, if things get difficult and you get this strength and love behind you and comfort or a wrapping of energy around you, we know who's doing that. Okay. Okay. So everything I'm saying is on point. Okay. So you are meant to help others here, and this energy is helping you help others. Anything else? Shall we get a name? Beatrice. Oh my God, that's hilarious. You know that movie that came out based on Beatrice Potter? She put that in my head, and I want to say she, but we know that these energies it's choosing more of a feminine energy, okay? You feel it's helping you when you're giving a healing, okay? Okay, perfect. Oh, it is. There is no doubt in my mind on that. Any last words? You can call upon it anytime, okay? You can call upon this angelic frequency anytime. It loves you, and it's here for you, and it will be here by your side throughout the duration of your lifetime, duration of your lifetimes here on earth, moving forward and forevermore, for as long as you need this energy to be here with you, okay? So this will be here with you through every single lifetime on Earth moving forward. Oh my, you received the name Beatrice in your mind as well, one time when you asked. Well, there's a confirmation if I ever did see one. How beautiful. This energy is absolutely wonderful and beautiful, and it's just spectacular. Talk about blessed. Wonderful. Did she ask you to come in and be with her through every lifetime, or you just want to be here? Your soul wants this energy to be here with you through every single lifetime. Your soul wants it to be here. And it wants to be here too. Okay. Isn't that cool? How awesome is that? Okay, what time is it? All right. One of my coworkers, whom I considered a friend at work, is unhappy with the positive changes. What a shocker. Probably not a vibrational match. That's okay. I've been allowed to make at my job, and even stopped speaking to me and is asking that it not be done for me. Wow, really going all out to be negative Nancy. What do you suggest I do? Here we go. This is for Ellie. Oh, I can tell a slight irritation with your angels on this one. Like your angels are like, not happy. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so there's two things. Ready? One is certain friendships are meant to be for a certain period of time. And they can be a vibrational match for a time, and they can seem really solid for a time. But when individuals shift in vibrational frequency, aka you, then it's no longer a vibrational match, is it? So this is just about not being a vibrational match. Also, I'm also getting the word jealousy a little bit in here on this. So a little bit of jealousy going on. Not happy with the changes for varying self-motivated reasons. They're saying in the back, self-motivated, selfish. Okay? Just allow her to be as she chooses. The higher ups will kind of see through her, see through what she's doing. I don't feel that she'll be listened to or heard. It's not her place to speak up on such matters that don't involve her. And your team is working with the higher ups, if you want to call them the higher ups, the individuals making decision-making processes, the people making the decisions, in order for them to see with clarity what is going on. It's not easy when you lose a friendship or part ways with a friendship, but they're really not happy with the way that this ex-friend is behaving. Okay. Thank you. And if you want to talk with them about this in your mind or out loud, you feel free to do so with your team. They're here to listen to you and hear you. That's right, undercover angelic. I'm doing a live coming up on that. Are there angels specifically in different storefronts and locations? And if so, what are they doing there? So now you, being the earth angel that you are, Lindsay, will bring in divine assistance into locations that need it. And guess who's going to get cleansed and worked on every time they come in and get their hair done? Everybody. Cha-ching. And they don't even have to pay for it. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah, the eclipse. Also full moons. Also, I mean, do you remember, like, what was it, a month ago? The sun shot off 17 solar flares in a day, and 2 of them impacted Earth. But there's more, way more even after that. Hitting Earth. Not every solar burst is going to, well, they say that, but one has to say, even if it's not hitting Earth or washing over Earth. Just the fact that the sun is emitting this burst of energy, and all they show me is like light codes, and if the sun is bursting solar flares and not every single one of them washes over planet Earth, are each of those solar flares still impacting Earth? I'm getting a gut feeling on the direction of yes, but we'll see. Yes. And they're talking about indirectly. So it's not maybe impacting the Earth directly, but it will impact the Earth, yes. You know what they're saying to me? Oh, you're a curious mind, Kristin. Welcome to Earth, they said. It'll be wonderful, they said. You want to be an indigo? Sure. I said, I'd love to. Get ready for me to quiz every bit of you guys, even in the physical. You guys are up for some ride, because it's been nonstop ever since I remember being the age of like 7 or 8 years old. And I remember being on the edge of my mom's bed. And I remember just quizzing her, how are babies made? And what about sex? And what about... I remember just downloading information at a young age, getting ready to rumble on planet Earth. And in between that, I was out flitting around on the front lawn blowing bubbles. You see how my experience as a starseed is vastly different than some of your experiences. Some of your experiences are atrocious, and it just sucks being here on Earth. Some of us have just learning difficulties. We have just difficulties, more difficulties than others. Mine's been a little bit different, but that doesn't mean that my soul didn't throw a twist in and develop digestive issues, surgeries, physical pain. So you guys feel better about yourselves now, because quite frankly, just because it's easier for a Pleiadian energy doesn't mean that that soul doesn't throw a few twists in and learn through that contrast of physical suffering. Okay. Just because you think somebody has it better than you doesn't necessarily mean that they do have it better than you, is what I want to really say. We're all going through our thing or our stuff, and it's how we deal with it that counts. It's what goes on between your two ears that counts the most. If you have a hard time being positive or holding your frequency, one of the beautiful things is giving back, helping others, even just helping your neighbor or helping someone. Because when you give to someone, that comes right on back energetically to you. And also it just makes you feel good to help someone. And there's a ton of people that need help in this world. All right, let's move down. And I've got time for a few more questions, in which I'm going to choose people that have not asked a question yet. Ariel says, I was kicked out of my 3rd grade class for asking too many questions. I remember getting in trouble at the bakery that I used to work at back when I was 18 because I talked too much. And yeah, I remember getting written up, and then we got a new manager in, and he the first thing he said to me was, hey, I know you like to talk a lot, but we also need to get the job done. I know you've had a write-up. I want you to know that I'm not like your old manager, but we need to get the job done. So I don't mind you chit-chatting a little bit, but we need to get the job done. I was like, ooh, I like him. He's awesome. Ooh, Scotland. All right. Love Scotland. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah. All right. Anybody have one last question that has not asked a question yet? Here it comes from Fernanda. Does the moon emit light codes? Yes, it does. I asked that actually about 3 months ago. I got a yes. I'm asking now. I'm getting a big fat yes. Okay. A big yes. And what do we want to say about those light codes? They're different than what is emitted from the sun, but nonetheless potent. It's almost like a slower effect from these light codes from the moon. And the other thing I get is slower, and they settle in deeper. It goes in slowly and settles in deeper within you. Oh, that's good. A lot of us feel that around full moons. But even when it's not a full moon, it's still emitting light codes, they're saying. Okay? I love that. So we're getting permeated everywhere. The planet is meant to get permeated. It's meant to get it. We're getting it full throttle. This is what's going to happen. Oh my God, you're having a fourth baby girl. I can't believe it. I was kind of like really rooting for a little boy, but hey, you're just meant to have a sea of women. I love it. A sea of females, soon to be women around you. All right, last one. This is what your team wants to say, is that you're going to be just fine. You're going to handle it like you've handled all the others. It's just going to be one more that needs your attention. One more that needs to be fed. One more that needs a diaper change. I feel like they're doing this with like a smirk and like comedy behind it. Yeah. And they're just talking about that this is what you're meant for. Okay? This is what you're meant for. And you're good at it. And you're going to continue to be good at it. And they're just saying, love you. Isn't that sweet? They're just saying, love you. I love that. All right, you guys. Have a great weekend. Letting you know tomorrow is the last day to sign up for the Starseed for the Starseed Experience course. I want to say Origins, but it really is about our origins, and it's going to be so much more too. This is going to be going on from May 15th until the 22nd, and we are ready to rumble. So if you'd like to join us, go to KristinDaviesMedium.com. I will see you all on the flip side. Bye.